Hi guys, welcome to another video. And if you can't hear me, that's because it's absolutely hammering it down. It is June, it is the summer, but it is absolutely smashing it down. I'll catch up with you when this stops because there's no point in doing anything now. Welcome to another summer's day in England. That was some rain, I must admit. Quite a lot of it's a bit flooded now, which has been a bit of a pain. It's only just started drying out, but ever since I started doing videos again, all it's been doing is raining. Well, since the wedding, all it's really been doing is raining. But yeah, so me and Cooper out. We are good. Welcome to another week. Not too much going on. I've actually got a night off tomorrow night because I'm going to watch Jimmy Carr, a late birthday present that the missus got me back in February. So yeah, we're going to go and watch Jimmy Carr in Tunbridge Wells tomorrow night. So yeah, looking forward to that. But yeah, we're just at work. I thought I'd bring you on for another shift, Coop. I thought I'd bring you on for another shift and we'll chat about something. But yeah, hope you're all good. Welcome to another summer's day. It's actually brightened up quite a bit now. So yeah, let's crack on with this shift. Up. Wait. Up. Right, still. Wait. Look. Right. No. Six. Over. No. Look. Right. Go. Over. Oh. Right. Go. Yes, good boy. Yep. Yes. Oh. And we are at midnight. We're at midnight, shift's going well. It's not been raining since, but it's still quite wet around and that. But that was just a little bit of some agility. I don't need to test my dog's ability to run and all that sort of stuff. He's 5, he's in good health, he's good at running and all that sort of stuff. That agility was just doing a bit of up and off, so up onto something and then get him to jump off, or get him to go up, wait there, sit, and then jump off. And then there was over as well. Now that barrier is normally open. There's no reason for that barrier to be closed whilst I'm here. So it's not often, well, I've never asked him to jump over that barrier, which might be why there was some confusion to him of when I went one side and asked him to go over, you saw that he went through. So normally if that barrier's ever been closed and we've walked up to it, I'd either get him to jump up, walk across and jump off the other side, or I would let him go through one of the holes that he's obviously quite comfortable of going through, let him go through one of the holes whilst I sort of climb over and go through that way. But like I say, it's very rarely that is actually closed. So obviously it's okay to fail. That's the whole point of sort of training, etc. So if that was more of a solid barrier, it would have been much easier to get him to jump over it, because there would have been no way for him to go through. You saw the few times that I was one side and he was the other. And I said over, he understood that he had to get from one side to the other, but he just picked the easiest option. Now the easiest option for him is to just go through one of the gaps and get to the other side. But it's okay to fail. I tried going one side and getting him to join me, but he decided he wanted to go through. I tried to do it from sort of a stand-in and get him to jump over. That didn't really work. So then I tried to do a little bit of a run up and then get him to go over. That didn't really work. But the more times I asked him to go over and he didn't do it, and then I went back and then we done it again, in the end he works it out. He's like, okay, so when I've tried to go through, that's not been the right command. I've had to go back and try it again. When I've gone up to it and I've put my paws on the barrier, that's not been right. And then eventually I say over and he jumps over. So he understood that he had to get from one side to the other. He just wasn't working out that because I've never asked him to jump over that barrier, and it's not the easiest way for him to go from one side to the other. It just took a while for us to work out, well, for him to work out that I wanted to go over the top rather than through or whatever. So, but like I say, it's okay to foul. It's just a little bit of training. Like I said, if that was more of a solid barrier and there was no holes in it, it would have been much easier for it to get him to jump over. But I just use things on site, and I think that that's one of the things you do whilst you're working, and that you find something like that and you say, okay, well, I'll use that for agility. You just find things on site that you can use for a little bit of training. Look, it's not going to be the most important thing that we train, but it's just breaks it up, something else to do, something a little bit of fun to do on site. And like I say, it's okay for him to fail, because in the end he worked it out. He worked out that I wasn't asking him to go through it or to go under it. He finally worked out that he actually wants me to jump over it. So like I say, that was just a little bit of agility, just breaks it up, something different that we do, just using some stuff on site that we can use for training, etc. So yeah, we are at midnight, shift's going well, and I'll catch up with you in a little while.
Nuts!
And good morning. It's coming up to the end of the shift. I think it's near about 5 o'clock now. And yeah, another successful shift. Last sort of 45 minutes or so. So touch wood, nothing happens in the last 45 minutes, but another successful shift, night off tonight. I'm a little bit annoyed that I didn't wide angle my camera for playing ball with Coop just then, because the flip flat nutmeg was special. But yeah, like I say, this shift, I think one of the important things to take out of this is that there will be stuff on site, like a barrier or whatever it is. Use that stuff to do agility. Use stuff on site for training, etc. Just what you've got in the van isn't all you've got in order to do sort of training and that stuff with. Like I say, that's not going to be the most important thing that I do training on it, or we do training on, etc. But using what you've got around site for training is always beneficial. So yeah, that's the end of this. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe down below for loads more videos. Down in the description of this is also my Patreon. If you enjoy what I do and you want to support me, then there's a link down there for that. And yeah, I'll see you again next week. Just watching. See you later. Bye.